First of all, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from City Sticker Chris. Today's video, come with me as I go take down some of my stands, and I'll show you some of my setups that I hunted this fall. I'm going to take down some cameras and things. I like to bring them in and service them over the winter time. And come along and check out some of the beautiful views. As you can see behind me, the snow-covered forest in Jefferson County, Pennsylvania. In today's video, we'll be using some Spy-High mounts. The poles, I brought the poles with me. They're sticking up out of my bag there. Spy-High's been a good company to me. This is how I hang all my trail cameras. And so we'll be using that for the mounting systems. We'll be retrieving those cameras. We're going to be taking down my Tactacam Reveal cameras along with some Tascos, and removing these tree stands out of the woods. So amongst other things, I've got, I don't know if you can see that, my new set of boots on that New View Hunting sent me, and we're giving them a good try out today. This is some cold weather, nice muck-like type boot. So one of the cool things about where I'm going today, I told you folks that I hunt a lot near the river, and I get to go through all these laurel patches, and very beautiful when it snows. In the summertime, when this all blooms out, it's really neat. But yeah, headed back in, probably a mile, and the only thing there is deer trail and me. As far as I know, nobody tracks this area. I've already crossed multiple coyote tracks. There's a deer bed right there beside me in the middle. This is just littered with tracks. As you can see behind me, there's a steady stream of tracks. One of the beauties. I've got enough time to get there if it is coming. Yeah, it's not real fun getting a deer out of here, but this is one of those spots where I see huge bucks, and you take that chance. If you're going to hunt the big boys, sometimes it's work to get them out. I've arrived at one of my spots, and I have a mock underneath that overhanging branch, and I had a reveal in that tree right there, watching, and I come down in here and I have multiple sets of tracks right here in and under my stand, and there, a bed there, and some bedding here. And guess what? My stand's right there. So I like this spot. It overlooks the valley, but I learned some valuable intel for next year. I will not be on top. I'm going to go down into the valley because it benches off, and it seemed like a lot of the action was down there. So pretty cool. Anyhow, I'm going to pull this camera down, and I can't even see that thing. It's so camouflaged in there. Where is it at? Can't see it. I'm on the wrong tree for one thing. Right there is that reveal. So we're going to pull that down and service that up, and I'm going to take this stand down. there, watching the mock scrape, giving me intel, sending along, ready to fall. I'm gonna take the stand down, always wear something for safety. Safety belt I was telling you about. Wear something for safety, even if it's not modern. This is what they used to use. Many people fell out of trees and suffocated. But it's great for third hand for hanging and taking stands down. Safety first. So I got this stand down and we're going to move on to the next spot. That's my sticks I'm carrying in my pack. We're going to head out back to the car. It's about a little over a mile. Get this stand back in it. Head to the next spot. So long to Death Valley for at least 6 or 7 months. Back to the car. That stand was about a mile in and a mile back out, and so the next one is a lot closer. It's probably less than a half mile. It's a totally different direction. So got one cell camera down, one spy-high mount, one stand. So we're going in for another self-cam, a Tasco, and a tree stand. And here's what we got here. That's that spy-high clamp that I use. It pinches down onto a branch, and then the camera plugs right into the back of it. So here we go for number 2. I'm back to one spot here, and as you can see, we're very active with turkeys. And what's funny is, this is one of my mocks, and they keep my mock scrape open by scratching it around. There's the overhanging branches here. And I've got a camera here behind it on the next tree. But I have a stand down here and another camera we're going to go get here in a second after I take down this Tactacam Reveal. So here I am at stand 2, and a very picturesque place to be hunting. Those deer that I just bumped were laying down there right against that brush down in that bottom, and they saw me coming and headed in for the deep stuff. But to my amazement down here, I had a trail camera along this bottom here up against the brush, and normally there's a lot of action. So I pulled a camera and we'll check it out, see what kind of action there was. I have a feeling the batteries were dead for a very long time. But like I said, to my amazement, a lot of the tracks right now in archery they were in front of me, but right now a lot of the tracks seem to be up above on the higher levels, and they seem to be coming out of this thicker pine establishment over here and coming out into the woods and feeding, which is normal. You've got bedding and you've got food on top, which is a big white oak and hardwood flat up above me. That's why I'm here between bedding and food. But I'm going to get the strap and the sticks on the tree here and get these stands out of here, and we'll end the video soon. Okay, stand is down. I'm all packed up, ready to get out of here. This one sustained what looks to be maybe red squirrel or some kind of chewing damage here, because there used to be a whole pocket like that the whole way across here. The whole way across. They kept that pad from coming off. So they left the string, so at least I can still tie it on. But it's another reason why I don't leave this stuff out here all year long. Plus I don't like the cables and things getting rusted and rotted and people seeing where my stands are at and sticky fingers and that type of deal. I like to bring it all in and get it thawed out and clean everything up for next year. So we're going to head on out of here. I'll see you at the car. Alright everybody, I made it back to the car. I took down 2 stands and 3 cameras. And the one sustained a little bit of chewing. I'm assuming red squirrel. Took the edge off of the seat cover. No harm, no foul, I guess. I can still use it okay. Thanks for coming along with me. I love walking around the woods this time of year when there's no one around and just checking out all the tracks and everything. You know, the way they travel changes a little bit this time of year, so I don't put too much stock in all the tracks that I see right now. But that being said, it is interesting though to see what they're doing this time of year and what's out there. I saw a lot of coyote tracks today following deer tracks. I guess looking for something easy. So, you know, this would be a good piece of property to have some traps on. It is public land, some of it. I walk in on private, but I walk off of private and go on to public. All state forest and things all over the river. So, but I wanted to talk about this boot that New View Hunting sent me. So it's got a real nice tread pattern on it, and there's some kind of coating on it. I don't know what it is, probably a silicone base or something. But these things actually repel water and snow. Like, the moisture doesn't even stick to them. So pretty cool. You know, almost feels like a hiking boot sole. Normally when I walk this far, like, I put in over 2.5 miles already. Maybe pushing 3, I don't know. I'll slip my boot back on. I usually wear my leather hikers. And especially, like I said, when I'm walking that far. But I wanted to test these out. So I just wanted to tell you they're comfortable. And they're the standard 6mm neoprene and everything. A nice cushion insole. I'm not going to tell you that I recommend them for cold weather or anything. I really don't use rubber boots in the cold because my feet get cold in rubber boots. So I don't normally use those, so I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to recommend them for cold weather, but it was 27 degrees, but also I was walking around steadily, keeping blood flowing, so I don't know what they would do for you on stand, but I like the boots, and I appreciate that they sent them to me to try out and show off. So, happy to do that. Spy High mounting system, performed flawlessly as usual. My reveal cell cams did well.
with the lithium in them. Even in this cold weather, it's been bitter single digits and things the last 2 weeks. They held up well. What else can I talk about? You know, I just love this time of year and being out, and I just want to thank you guys for coming along. Oh, and another note, couple of things. Be watching the podcasts every Sunday at 5, coming out on my channel, the Whitetail Obsession Podcast. Dave and I have a plethora of things that we talk about. And also I wanted to tell folks, if they're not aware, now you can find my channel on Roku. And 2 channels, actually. American Angler Network and the Backroads Outdoor TV. So if you go over to your Roku or your Apple or your, I don't know what all their iOS platforms, I don't know what all they all are, but you can look up those 2 names, American Angler Network and the Backroads Outdoor TV, and you will be able to scroll through and find City Sticker there. It's at their discretion which videos they choose, so it's not me loading them, it's them. So it's kind of neat to see which ones they like of my video content, and then they put them up and post them. So the American Angler one more is a guide. You can scroll through the guide and find me there. Me and another fella have the hunting platform there. My buddy Teddy there from Off the Hook. So right now we're the only 2 channels on that network doing hunting videos. And then the Backroads television there, they're trying to get more people on their platform too. So check it out. It's nice to have another platform. Hopefully people go over there, check it out, and maybe get some more subs out of that. So glad to help them. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you in the next video. Hang in there. Happy New Year.